as legacies go, that's one that no senior policeman wants to have. After Michael Todd's death, an investigation began into whether the Chief Constable's affairs with a number of women had affected his job. That inquiry, led by the head of West Midlands Police, Sir Paul Scott-Lee, found that Mr Todd's affairs damaged the reputation of British policing. Manchester Evening News reporter Neil Keeling has followed the investigation over the past 10 months and was among the first to see its findings.
You should also put it into the context that the same report has also concluded that without doubt Michael Todd was a dynamic, charismatic leader of Greater Manchester Police and achieved a lot in terms of fighting crime and protecting the public during his tenure.
The Chief Constable was found dead on Mount Snowdon in North Wales on March the 11th last year. At the time, it was said he feared his affair with Angie Robinson, the head of the Chamber of Commerce, would be made public. But in October, a coroner's inquest ruled his death was neither suicide nor an accident, simply finding that he died of exposure. After Mr Todd's death, it emerged that he'd had affairs with at least 5 women within Greater Manchester Police. That led to this inquiry, which also found the following. Through those affairs, Mr Todd had put himself at risk of blackmail. In the circumstances, though, it did not impact on his duties as the head of the force. There was no evidence that he'd misused expenses or police equipment, such as computers, cars and phones, in conducting those affairs. Nor had any women at GMP been fast-tracked as a result of their relationships with him. But while this official investigation found that Mr Todd's private life did not affect his duties, the police authority, his employer, say if they'd known about his affairs, they may not have renewed his contract, his integrity and judgment called into question by the findings of this inquiry.
I think it confirms him as a charismatic, great cop, but also exposes his human frailties.
Ben Bland, Channel M News.